Today we're going to be trying a deck that I think I might have underestimated a little bit before Brilliant Stars was released, because I played against this a few times on the ladder, and man, they were closer than I thought. Hey everybody, Nick from 9Card TCG, and today we're going to be playing a deck that I think a lot of people are really excited for. And before we go any further, I have to thank Clouds GG in my Discord for sending me these Darkrai V and VSTAR so we can make this video happen. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. I'll send it back to you later today, I guess. Yeah, I guess before we continue forward, if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, leave a like and a comment. All that kind of stuff all this kind of stuff tells YouTube this is a good channel and other people should watch it. If you're in the market for some TCG accessories, I'm affiliated with Dragon Shield, so you can use the link in the video description. Get yourself some awesome Dragon Shield matte sleeves. They're the only ones I use. You show up to regionals looking and feeling like a pro. Lastly, if you want to help them, goodness, it's one of the, it's today. It's really hot out, so my brain's like as fried as the concrete. That doesn't make sense. If you want to help support the channel for some reason a little bit more directly, there's a join button, and you can click to see all the different perks you get for becoming a member, but none of that's ever expected. Just you being here watching is enough for me. Now, with all that said, let's hop over to PTCGO so we can take a look at this Darkrai VSTAR deck. I'm sure there are multiple ways to build this deck, but the way we have it right here is for Darkrai V. It's nothing really crazy. Dark Void does 130 damage and your opponent's active is asleep for 2 dark and a color. It's nothing really crazy. Darkrai VSTAR is what we want to pay attention to. 270 health, grass weakness, 2 retreat cost. Now the 2 retreat means we can get free retreat with something like Air Balloon, and the grass weakness is a little important because Arceus Beedrill is a thing, and even though this deck does not run any special energies, a Beedrill with a Choice Belt will one-shot Darkrai VSTAR, because Jet Spear does 110 damage plus 30 more, does 140 times 2 for weakness, means you're getting hit by a bee for 280 damage, which is absolutely insane. And the V will get knocked out just by a regular Jet Spear. 110 does 220, so do keep that in mind, that just because you don't run special energy does not mean Beedrill is not a threat. Dark Pulse is your attack for 2 colorless energies. It does 30 damage plus 30 more for each dark energy attached to all of your Pokemon. And that's a really important thing to know. It's not dark energies attached to this Pokemon, it's attached to all Pokemon. So that means you could throw down this Galarian Moltres with the Malevolent Charge ability. It gets 2 energies attached to it, or up to 2 energies attached to it when you play it from the hand to the bench. So that's 60 more damage, and then you have a 3rd attachment for hand. That's 90 more damage that Darkrai VSTAR can do with something like Galarian Moltres. Then we have Galarian Moltres V with Dire Flame Wings, lets you get an energy from your discard, put it onto this Pokemon. So now we have just attached 4 energies for the turn, and now we're hitting for 120 more damage, assuming we already have 2 energies on there. So we're hitting for quite a bit of damage. If we don't have energies on this, we can use something like Dark Patch, which lets us take a dark energy from our discard and attach it to one of our benched dark Pokemon. So we can have a Darkrai VSTAR on the bench. We can do all this stuff like the Malevolent Charge and Dire Flame Wings to power up our Darkrai. Use something like a Dark Patch. Go ahead, attach the energy. We can still attach return, use more Dark Patches. We can actually, if we have 2 Dark Patches in hand, we can make it like we have 4 Dark Patches in hand, because Star Abyss is our VSTAR power, which lets us get 2 item cards from our discard, put them back into our hand, which means we got a bunch of energies in the discard. We can just continuously use those Dark Patches. How are we going to get those energies in the discard? Well, we have Quick Ball to discard a card, search a deck for a basic Pokemon. Ultra Ball lets us discard 2 cards to find any Pokemon. The brand new Radiant Greninja is also a way to do that. Concealed Cards is a fantastic ability. Discard an energy card from your hand to use the ability, and then you draw 2 cards. So there's 3 different cards that are going to put energies into your discard for something like Dire Flame Wings and Dark Patch, and then we have the brand new Trekking Shoes. Look at the top card of your deck. You may put that card into your hand if you don't discard it and draw another card, which means if you draw into an energy with Trekking Shoes, you can choose to put it into your hand or discard it depending on what you need to do. If you need an energy for Malevolent Charge or you need something to attach for turn, then you can keep it. If you don't, discard it, draw another card, and then you're going to be able to use Dark Patch, Dire Flame Wings to accelerate those energies back onto the field. Training Court is a really good way to recycle energies or reuse energies. We get rid of one with concealed cards, and then we can use Training Court to pull it back into the hand so that we can attach it for turn. It's a really nice little repetitive combo. We can do that as energies are discarded or we bring them back into the hand, whatever. We do have a couple of copies of Air Balloon, so we can move Pokemon in and out of the active. Remember, Dark Patch only goes to the bench, so we need to be able to get that Pokemon that we've just powered up from the bench into the active if, you know, something like a Darkrai's knocked out the previous turn or whatever happens. We're going to be able to move Pokemon around. We also have a couple of copies of Choice Belt so that we can go ahead and do a little bit more damage. It's one less energy we need to play because Choice Belt does 30 more damage to your opponent's active V Pokemon. So if it just helps us hit those numbers easier without needing as many energy in play. Raihan's a good way to accelerate energy out of the discard and also find any card that we need, but you can only play this card if a Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's last turn. And then we have Bibarel with the Industrious Incisors ability, where we can just draw until we have 5 cards in hand. It's a really good way of just filling up our hand and trying to find stuff that we might need. Boss's Orders to pull Pokemon from the bench to the active so they can get attacked. Some Marnies and Professor's Research for draw support. And then we have 12 basic Dark Energies. We want basic energies because those are the ones that we can accelerate with Dark Patch and Dire Flame Wings, and those are the energies we can accelerate using Malevolent Charge. So we want a bunch of them. We want almost like an excess of energies, because the more energies we draw into, the easier it's going to be to put into the discard pile or power up with Malevolent Charge or whatever, and hit super hard with Darkrai. So this is the kind of deck that you just draw, discard, accelerate, hit for big numbers. Do keep in mind, the last thing I'll say is that you have to know your math. Know how many energies you need to hit certain thresholds, and you should be pretty fine with this deck. But let's go and see how it does. Going into game number 1, and I forgot to say it before, but the Galarian Moltres and Galarian Moltres V are great secondary attackers, because Galarian Moltres, the baby, the single prize one, does damage based on the amount of prizes that our opponent has taken, and we can accelerate very easily to it from the, when we play from the hand to the bench. And then also Galarian Moltres V is just a great, it's going to hit for 190 with a Choice Belt. You're going to be hitting 220, easily knock out most Pokemon Vs. So yeah. So we got the Darkrai and we got a Bidoof, but we're not going to put down the Bidoof just yet. I want to see what we're playing. We're playing a Regi deck. Oh, these things can be so annoying. I think we do want to take this Quick Ball, actually. We can go ahead and get rid of this other Bidoof. They're not going to boss it up, I don't think. And if I was smart, I would have played the Training Court so that I could have concealed cards, got it back, and then attached, draw 2. That would have been the smarter play. See a couple extra cards, but I should have played the Trekking Shoes first. So this Regi deck can actually be really annoying once they get going. So, oh boy. Their whole thing is to get Regigigas into play and get one of every Regi. And if they do, then Regigigas' ability comes in and they can put energies from 3 energies from their discard to one of their Pokemon. And most of the Pokemon take 3 energies. Now, you don't necessarily have to use Gigaton Break. You can attach energies like Aurora energies or whatever to something like Regirock if you're going to get something that's fighting weak, to something like Regieleki if you're going something that's water weak. Yeah, there's just a lot. There's a lot of stuff we can do. They had another Regidrago they can scoop up. I guess They're going to be or I guess not anymore. They could reuse Dragon's Horde's abilities because it says once during your turn, not once per turn. And they have all 5 Regis that quickly. Might as well attach the energy there. Do they have any in the discard though? They have 2. Those energies don't help a ton. So we're definitely going to go ahead and get rid of this training. There's Stormy Mountain. I don't think it really matters too much anymore. But we'll Marnie. We don't really have anything else to do here. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. We got the Trekking Shoes. Let's see. We'll take the Dark Patch, because there's a good chance that we'll be able to discard. Well, we will be able to discard one of these energies to draw 2. Yeah, we'll attach both of these energies. Now let's go ahead and Industrious Incisors. See if we can draw a few more cards. We'll get rid of another energy there. We're just going to try to get a couple of attackers going here. How many? We have 2 energy in the discard, so we can attach 1. We can Dark Patch a second. And now let's Crobat. We want to be able to find our VSTAR, which we don't, but we got a couple of Trekking Shoes at this point. No, we don't want a Marnie. We get a Darkrai. Maybe I want to thin this out a little bit. We'll go ahead and get rid of a Darkrai V. We'll just grab another Darkrai. Really want to try to find a VSTAR. And we find it. Okay, there we go. I think this is okay. We'll get the VSTAR here. And I'm going to use this Training Court to get this energy back for 2 reasons. 1, it gives me an energy to use concealed cards. And 2, it's an extra energy that I can attach next turn. And I don't think there's anything I want to Star Abyss for just yet. So we'll go ahead and just Dark Pulse. We're going to be one-shotting these Pokemon pretty easily. They are single prize Pokemon. So we pulled another Dark Patch. So that's pretty good in case this Darkrai... I don't think it's going to get one-shot. Simply because there's nothing that does grass damage. And none of these attacks hit for 270. They all do 100. This one does 240. If the defending Pokemon has a Pokemon V, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. I can easily attach this Air Balloon, retreat into something else. That's fine. They attach the Aurora energy here. So they're going to commit to this 40 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. That's kind of annoying, which means they're probably going to go after the Moltres and the 2 Moltres, I would imagine. And then now they're going to be able to just find another Regidrago, put it onto the bench, and they can use Regigigas' ability. It's an annoying deck. I kind of want... Oh, they hit Static Shock. They couldn't get another energy on there. That's pretty good. I don't have a boss, though. So we'll conceal cards. We'll see if we can draw into one. We don't. That's okay. Well, Diaphragmings, I don't think I want to research anything. And they're going to concede. I guess they just can't keep up with the amount of pressure I'm going to be putting with all these dark energies in play. Going into game number 2, it looks like we might be playing a Mew. And now, Mew, even though Mew is weak to Dark, there's no guarantee that we will be able to win, because we have to be able to get energies into play. Now, we don't have to get a ton. We have to get enough, essentially, to do 150, or I guess technically 180 damage. So, we need to do 150 energies, so we need to get 5 energies into play, 4 if we have a Choice Belt. So we'll see if we can get 4 and a Choice Belt or 5 energies. Darkrai VSTAR will do enough to one-shot. This isn't ideal, but it's something, and I'm not sure if I like what it is. We won't bench the Bidoof because I don't want them to like escape rope and then I have my Bidoof in the active. But at the same time, if I was to draw into dark energies and such, I can't Dark Patch onto a Bidoof. I have to Dark Patch onto a Moltres, so maybe starting Bidoof was the better play. Maybe starting, because then I could... I mean, this hand doesn't really give me much because I'll see something, but there's no guarantee that I'll draw anything useful off the Trekking Shoes, so... They don't even need a choice, like a VIP pass. They got the Pokemon setup that they need. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, they just will... Oh boy, yeah, that's not great for me. Yeah, but like, let's just give it to him anyway. Like, we might as well, right? We might as well just make it easier. I don't have a terrible hand, so let's make it better. And the Trekking Shoes are such an annoying card for Mew. Like, the fact that Mew has it is the worst. Because then it's just more draw, more chances for them to hit the stadiums, to bounce past, or to find their boss, or find whatever. We'll Trekking Shoes first, we'll see what we find. We do want to keep that just in case. We get a Dark Energy. No, we don't want to do that. So now we can Dark Patch it. We have to get rid of a boss. I guess we'll go Darkrai, Bidoof, and we'll get another... Do I go Crobat? We'll try Crobat. Okay, well. And I guess we'll attach... We might, right? Now I got a couple more energies. Maybe we can draw into another Dark Patch. That's pretty cool. And we'll put it onto this Crobat. Don't want to Dire Flame Wings because it's just going to do nothing. So, yeah. This actually would have been, if I hadn't started... it wouldn't have really mattered. I would have had to start the Darkrai, because then at least I could have hit Wind of Darkness and knocked out this Meloetta. That could have been fun, but now they are likely going to release a Sparkle, so I'm really hoping they whiff this Cram. Thank you. And there's the Mew Vmax. There's still 2 Genesects in play. There's still a very good chance they draw what they need. So, I don't... And we're going to have a bunch of energies in the discard, so we'll be able to research 3 of them, which is kind of nice. And maybe find a V-Star that we can get those 2 Dark Patches back into play. And then I'll attack with Crobat first. Honestly, Crobat will knock out this Meloetta with the Venomous Fang, or whatever it is, Venomous Fang, so I have no problem with it. This way I can kind of save the Darkrai for later, but Man, I'm just not gonna have as... I gotta find more Pokemon and more Dark Patches is really what this is, so that I can get more energy into play. Because again, I need 5 in play, 4 with the Choice Belt to KO a Mew Vmax. There's the double turbo. There's the Elisa's. I knew it was coming. But have they played a... Oh, they have a Choice Belt, so okay, they're good. So they'll hit for 240. Because, sure. 240 with a single prize. Yeah. Makes perfect sense. Do they put any... They put 1 power tablet in the discard. Do I want to give them this 2-prizer? I don't think I do. Okay, well, Training Court. We'll attach. And then I don't think I want a Marnie. I think I want to get rid of all those energies. We find the VSTAR, that's very nice. We can. We'll go there. We'll do this. We'll get rid of one of these dark energies. We'll get another Darkrai into play. And we'll go here. We'll Trekking Shoes, see if we find anything we want. We can keep the boss, that's fine. Now let's Star Abyss. We'll get 2 more Dark Patches, or do we get a Dark Patch and a Quick Ball? They knock this out, I lose 2 energies. Okay, we'll get the 2 Dark Patches. And yeah. And we will hit them with the big 420. Take a prize. Maybe it's something good. Another Darkrai V. I would have preferred a VSTAR, but that's okay because we'll get 5 energies into play. So we will be able to, and we have the Choice Belt, so we will be able to take a one-shot on a Mew Vmax, assuming we can find the VSTAR. We have to find the VSTAR. And we do not run Crobat Vmax, although that might not be a bad option for this deck. Crobat Vmax can make that Crobat less of a bench liability. We attach an energy, now we're hitting max cutter. Ooh, what are they going to bring up? Are they going to bring up that Crobat? My other Darkrai. They must... Do they not have the damage modifiers? I mean, I'm still going to do enough with this Choice Belt. I mean, they might just boss KO. That's a thing they can absolutely do and never even have to knock out this Darkrai VSTAR. So, that could be fun. But how many fusion energies are on the discard? Just 2. They'll bump the Training Court. That's slightly problematic, but also at the same time not really, because it gives me a chance to draw a little bit more. And we've drawn through the same amount of our deck, which is kind of interesting. Usually you think Mew, infinite draw, they're going to draw through significantly more of their deck than I will be able to most likely, but hey, I'll be able to at least get an energy, get this Pokemon down. There's the 1 power tablet, which means they hit for just enough. It's just enough. Man, without that power tablet, they would have been a little short, and that would have been beautiful. But we'll send up our Darkrai VSTAR. I don't think I need a boss anything. I kind of want to... Do I want to boss up this other Mew Vmax though? And if they have boss, then they just win no matter what. If they have boss, they win no matter what. So I don't think it matters. I truly don't think it matters too much. And let's go ahead, we'll pop. Let's get ourselves a Bibarel. We'll draw a couple cards here. Oh, you know what? Well, I don't have a way to get this out of the active. So and I'll save that Ultra Ball. Yeah, we're hitting for really big numbers. Again, if they have the boss, none of it matters. There's a Darkrai VSTAR. It seems like they have a boss. They likely do. Why would they not? They just boss up the Crobat and they win. It's a little unfortunate. But it's how it goes. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, they don't even need to boss up the Crobat. Yeah, they have everything they need, more than enough damage. Honestly, they didn't even have to boss with the Choice Belt and the Power Tablet. They could have just knocked out the V-Star, but they wanted to prove that they are better than me, even though they play Mew, so they're not. So there you have it, Darkrai VSTAR. I think we would have been in an okay situation if we had had a little bit better of a starting hand, but that's just how the game goes sometimes. Mew does everything they want, then we have to struggle and fight for every single card that we can draw. It's just the way it is. Did I misplay? Probably. I don't know this deck very well, but now you know it a little bit better, and that's kind of the goal here. So that's going to do it for us today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, found it a little informative. If you did, subscribe, like, comment, let YouTube know that other people should be watching this. You can join the Discord, follow me on Twitter. Those are free things that you can do to help show support, and the best thing to do is just, of course, share the video so that friends and other people who like Pokemon might be able to laugh at my misfortune. And that's going to do it for us today. Thanks so much, and I will see you next time.